Hey folks, today I'm going to start a multi-part series on building a data logger with the Circuit Playground Bluefruit. I use this for my instrumentation class. I've posted a couple of videos about them and it runs CircuitPython. The reason why I like this one, the Bluefruit, is because it's 25 bucks. It's just as expensive as the Express, except it has a little NRF 52840 Bluetooth module on it, which is really neat because you can basically interface that with your cell phone if you download the app. So this first part series for this video, all I'm going to do is plug in the Circuit Playground, and I'm going to get it to print accelerometer and temperature data. I have a lot of this code already written, so I'm going to kind of just pull from my GitHub and throw it into the main script for the Circuit Playground. And I'll post a link to I have like an open source textbook on Gitbook that you can also read through if you'd like. You can buy this and you can do some of the kits. So I'm gonna plug this in here, and huh. It looks like my Circuit Playground has some code on it already, and it's saying, "Hey, be quiet." So what we need to do is we need to go to /media really quickly because this is kind of ridiculous. CircuitPy code.py, and we just need to put like an error in the code. Could not save to the disk. Oh dear. Let's try again. Maybe the switch is thrown. Let's try the switch. Try again. Okay, the only other option is we put the thing in bootloader mode, and we just completely reflash the code. I'm not entirely sure why it's not letting me save that. And so what I need to do at this point, and maybe this is good to show on camera, but basically what I'm going to do is let's go to Git repos and GitHub and microcontrollers. I'm going to grab one of these UF2s, and hopefully there's one. I have one downloaded for the Bluefruit. So that's the Express, TFT Gizmo, there's the mag tag, there's the Bluefruit version 6.3, so we're going to throw that over there. And pray that, okay, so it's still running the code. I can still hear it say, "Hey, be quiet." And everything, can I delete the can I open this in terminal and say like sudo rm, and then, because now no, it's a read-only file system. And I'm not entirely sure why. There's no boot.py. Let me reset it again. Maybe the whole thing is broken. That's crazy. It's stuck in an infinite boot loop. Okay, I'm going to have to re-record this video. Well, you know what? Here, I'll tell you what. I am going to... I think you can screen /dev/tty USB 0. It doesn't exist. Okay, how about ACM 0? Okay, it's letting me. There we go. Okay, so I was able to. I don't know if you noticed. I screened into the Circuit Playground, and it actually let me get in here. So I'm just going to. I think it's still a read-only file system, so something's probably broken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import storage, and then I'm going to do storage.file system erase, I think is the function. I spelled file system wrong. Okay, so we're going to do dir storage, print storage, print dir storage. I'm spelling everything wrong today. Yeah, there it is. It's erase file system. So I'm going to do storage.erase file system. And then it's going to basically block me out. It's going to boot me out. But when it comes back, everything should be back to factory default, and I have write privileges on it. So something was goofing up. I think it was good that you guys saw that. Just some simple debugging. You know how it is. All right, so now I should be able to load code.py. Okay, and it says hello world. So if I open the serial monitor, maybe yes, it's taking a while. Maybe the humidity is getting to the Circuit Playground. All right, so it says auto reload is on. And there we go. It's printing hello world. So let's just do a simple script. So let's import time, and then let's do while true. We'll enter into an infinite while loop, and we're going to say t is time dot monotonic. Okay, so I'm gonna comment this. So let's see. I'm gonna say, like, you know, import modules, because we're gonna make this code's gonna end up getting really big later on, and then we're gonna say infinite while loop, and then here we're gonna get current time, and then I'm going to down here, you know, print to standard out. Okay, and I'm gonna print t and hit save. Oh no, oh dear. We need to put shoot. Get rid of the serial. Okay, we got to put in a time dot sleep. Let's say 5 hertz, so 0.2 seconds. So wait 0.2 seconds for 5 hertz data rate. I think that's a good data rate for the Circuit Playground Express. Okay, so we should open this now, and now we should see time printed at 5 hertz now. Okay, that's still pretty quick. Let's, for debugging purposes, just put it at 1.1.0, and we'll come back to that. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to read the accelerometer. So here's the code for the accelerometer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just like the old school way, and I'm going to set up the accelerometer. And what I mean by old school is I'm going to literally just uncomment this and just let it give me the error. So it says bus IO is not defined, so I need to import bus IO. Right now it looks like I need to hit Control D to run the code. Now it says import board is not defined, so I'm going to import board and hit save. Then it says digital IO is not defined, so import digital IO. I know this is a terrible way to do it, but, you know, hey, whatever. So I'm going to import Adafruit LIS3DH. And okay, so now it says line 6. It tried to import it, but it doesn't exist. So this is where you need to go to the lib folder, and you need to open. Oh, I think I already had a folder open, didn't I? Okay, and then you need to go. I think I had a folder open already. You need to go back to Git repos, GitHub, microcontrollers. I don't know if this is pushed, but all of the library. Here's the lib folder. So I need to find version 6.0, because if you go back to my boot out, I've got version 6.3.0, and so I need to find the Adafruit CircuitPython bundle. And you can download this online at circuitpython.org. But so if you come in here to the lib folder, there should be an Adafruit LIS. There you go. And so I want to copy that over to the lib folder, and then come back over to Mu. And now it's working. So it imported everything. It didn't throw any errors. So when we get current time, we should be able to get the current Excel. And I should be able to do XYZ as LIS3DH dot acceleration. Let's see what happens if I throw an error. Oh, it froze. Yeah, something's going on with this Circuit Playground. It's just not. It's having trouble. It's like the entire. Yeah, Mu. Actually, it looks like Mu like crashed. Let's go to top. Oh, you know what? I should just be able to. Yeah, there's a bad window. I'm gonna force quit. I'm gonna close this terminal, reopen. Sudo mu-editor. Let's see what's going on here. So I'm not entirely sure what happened. I mean, I closed and reopened Mu, and everything works now. For some reason, Mu crashed. But the point is that the code is running, so I should be able to just output X, Y, and Z. And we should see, if I hold the thing flat, we should see that the acceleration in the Z-axis is about 10. And then if I rotate it, 90 degrees, now the acceleration is on this axis, and then if I rotate it this way, now the acceleration is on the y-axis. And so it's definitely reading the acceleration correctly, which is what we want. So the last thing I want to do is I kind of want to save temperature. So I know I have a script in here for temperature. I just need to find it. Circuit Playground, CircuitPython. There's temp right there, record temperature thermistor. So I should just be able to grab this right here, import Adafruit thermistor. It's probably going to throw an error and say, like, hey, that doesn't exist. So yeah, Adafruit thermistor doesn't exist. So all I need to do is grab the thermistor code and copy that and throw that over there, and then go back to, go back to mu, and now it works. And so if I want to now get the temperature, I should just be able to do, what is it called? Thermistor dot temperature, and I'm going to put temp. That way I can call it, over here, and I might just do capital T. Why not? I know that's terrible programming, but it works. Okay, so apparently it's 26 degrees Celsius here, or 25.9. So we are, so we're measuring everything. This is great. We got exactly what we want, and yeah, I don't know if you noticed, the acceleration went to 0 at one point. That seems kind of buggy. But this is the first part of the video series, so I think I'm gonna just pause here. Actually, you know what? One more thing I want to add is I want it to flash a light on one of the neopixels every time it takes data. So here is neopixel test. So here are the neopixels. It looks like you just need to import neopixel. So I'm going to drop this in here real quick. So import neopixel and hit go. But it says here in the code that it wants to use all 10. I just want to use 1. And then what I want to do, it says no module named neopixel. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess I just need to type in neopixel. Okay, so same thing. So just grab neopixel. Oh shoot, there's 2. Hopefully I grabbed the right one. Okay, everything's great. So right now nothing is happening. There's no lights on. But basically what I want to do is I want to say, reset neopixel. And what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to say pixel 0. So that there's only 1 pixel. I'm going to make it, I guess, red. And let's see if that works. Oh, sorry, it's pixels. Even though it's really just 1 pixel, it's pixels. So there's a red LED on there. I hope you can see it. And so basically what I want to do is right here, right after I take all the data, I want to set pixel to a different color. Okay, so I'm going to say pixels 0 is 0, 255, 0. And so hopefully, yeah, you can barely see it flashing red. I think what I need to do is I actually want it to change color every time you take data. That's what I want to do. I want it to flip-flop between the two. So what I really want to do is make a color wheel, So make a color wheel, and then say colors is, and then just make a list, a tuple of colors. So 0, 255, 0, and then 0, 0, 255. And I hope that's allowed. Oh, there's an invalid syntax. And so what I want to do is I want to kick off the color wheel at 0. And then I'm going to say, give me colors of C, and see if that works. And it looks like that's fine. So it's red, right? But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say C++, or C plus equals 1. So I'm going to add 1 to it. Well, if C is greater than the length of the colors, then set C back to 0. And so what we should see is red, green, blue, like that. Okay, the only difference that I had to fix real quick, sorry, I had to fix it off camera, was that it was greater than or equal to. When I did greater than, what happened was, let me pull the serial monitor back up. And press Control D to reload. Invalid syntax on line 51. I must have accidentally put in I put in a U there on accident. So right there it says list index out of range on line 33, and that's why I had to put an equal sign there. And so now I also changed the rate to 0.2 seconds. Now you can see that it's cycling through all the colors. And so if you get rid of the serial monitor and you just have the thing plugged in, or if it's plugged in out of a battery, you are without a doubt certain that the circuit playground is taking data, which is very cool. So I think that concludes this portion of the video. So at this point, we can log, we can gather temperature and accelerometer data from the Circuit Playground Express, and we have a little light indicating that we're taking data. So from here, what we need to do is make 2 other videos, and I think I'm going to make the data logging video next. So I'm going to edit the code and log data to disk using the same code, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Hope to see you in the next one.